Hello, we are going to discuss all the news and interesting details about the upcoming Eurovision contest, all the pluses and minuses and details about its contestants. This is Blog'o'vision and I think we shall start, shall we? So of all the 19 semi-finalists who are going to try to qualify for the finals, only 10 are going to be through and 9 are going to be out. Cruel, isn't it? And let's discuss who we think is going to go through and why. I'll also include my personal preferences because, hey, that's just my opinion. Okay, let's start with who is definitely going to qualify, which is, in my opinion, of course, the beautiful and charismatic and fun and gimmicky Netta from Israel, right? She is delightful. She's not just going or walking to the finals, she's flying straight to the finals. And oh my god, those loops, this ability to manipulate your voice, to record it, to sing on top of it, to make those multi-layered combinations. Basically, she's a person orchestra, you know, like all in one, 10 in 1. So she doesn't even need any special props or effects or anything. She's just enough on her own, you know. But of course, it would be great if she had a wonderful staging as well. It's very hard to beat this one this year, so let's see who can stand up to her in the semi-final and then in the final. I have no doubts, zero doubts that she's not going to qualify, and zero doubts that she's not going to be top 3 material. I do believe she will be the top 2 actually, so let's see what happens. The thing is, Netta has already played across Europe. This song has, got so viral that it's funny that people don't even realize often that this is actually a Eurovision song. They just listen to it on the radio. They think, huh, that's a great song, I know it. And this, factor that people are simply familiar with the song and they know, they have heard of Netta, is going to give her this competitive advantage for sure. Okay, let's move on to the charismatic guy from the Czech Republic who is now in the top 3 and has actually stayed there for all these months actually with the bets, with the odds. Yes, so again, this is a very rare upbeat song for this year's Eurovision, which is full of ballads and very, slow romantic kind of songs. So this is like a whole package from from the beginning. This is a dancing guy, a singing guy. This is modern, this is new, this is trendy because this guy knows how to hip hop, he knows how to break. He did gymnastics before as well, which is gonna make his staging probably one of the most outstanding in this Eurovision. Whatever he does on stage, I do believe he'll do some crazy flips, splits, whatever. And he's already got so many fan clubs around the world, I mean in Europe mostly of course, that people send him these loads of gifts from everywhere, you know, boxes of chocolate and stuff, which means that he is already that popular, and he's been to almost every pre-party Eurovision, which means that he has been building this recognition all across Europe. Let us move on to Bulgaria, which is also top 3 material according to the bets and odds and most people that I have asked. Yeah, so the hype about Bulgaria was there already before, long before they actually announced which song from Bulgaria is going to the finals. At first, I didn't really understand what the hype was about because before you hear it, how can you know it's top 2 or top 3 material? But then, of course, this is a very quality song. They have singers from various X Factors in those competitions, so they are going to do vocally brilliantly, of course, yeah. But the fact that they're singing all at once makes me a little bit kind of uneasy about it, because they could be singing it like in a row and not really try to sing parallel with each other. It's a little bit excessive for me, and also it's interesting how different people say different things about their harmony. Well, some people say they are very harmonious together. I do not really feel it that much, and as many other people believe, it's also kind of cold, in the delivery, a little bit like calculated, again, like a whole package, but in a way that you don't really feel the warmth of it. Maybe it's the song. The song is also a bit of dark, And if they make the staging right, if they talk about this light and darkness in the visual way, then of course they have a great potential. But the chemistry between the guys, I don't personally feel it. It's a quality song for sure. And actually, interestingly, Bulgaria for the last 2 years has been in the top 5, so maybe that's one of the factors why it's predicted by many to again be the top 3 material. So one more thing to mention here is that the chorus basically on the one hand is kind of catchy, but at the same time it doesn't emotionally do anything to me or to people that I have asked about the song. So it kind of builds on you with time, sure, but will they have this time to produce this kind of impression right there during those 3 minutes? I'm not so sure. Yes, they've got an engaging message, and the lyrics are definitely not something you are used to hearing at Eurovision. I love Beyond the Bones, like my love is eternal and it's bigger than this world and going to last after death as well, and so on. So the concept is great, it just needs a nice delivery, a nice staging, a better harmony between the members, and I think it's definitely top 5 material for sure. So moving on, I believe that Estonia, of course, will qualify, and not only will it qualify, it will also land in the top 10 for sure. Previously, bets, and odds were all for Estonia being the top 2 and top 3 material, but since Estonia has never appeared at any pre-parties and also hasn't promoted their song in many ways, that's kind of losing its popularity with the in the predictions with the bets. So let's see what's going to happen, but for sure it's an unusual opera ballad. There haven't been that many opera singers on stage of Eurovision. On the other hand, this is again potentially a problem, because either jury might kind of give it low points because an opera song is kind of unfair compared to pop songs in the Eurovision. So to put an opera vocalist against typical stage pop vocalist is a bit unfair for sure, or people might not connect to it because they would prefer some upbeat and fun and funky song. So let's see how she manages to connect with the public. There is no doubt that she's gonna nail the vocals. I don't know, doubt that personally, if the microphone works this time, unlike in last year for Estonia when it wasn't even in the finals due to some technical problems with the mic. But I believe everything's gonna go well, and if they pull out that dress staging that they had in the finals of Estonia, they've got pretty good chances to go. So let's move on to the next person who I think is going to find themselves in the final. I believe it is Cyprus. It's this Eleni Ferreira with Fuego. She's got a strong voice for sure. Wow, and what a long-legged girl, so sexy, and she can dance for sure. She knows how to impress, like she's again this whole package. The song is fun, it's very radio friendly as well, and this is what Eurovision is supposed to be looking for, like a summer hit. It's also like one of those few upbeat songs, up-tempo songs, and I believe in it. Like everybody I know is like, oh yay, let's dance to it. It makes people want to dance, it makes people want to have fun, so that's what matters. Let's move on then to Finland. Again, probably an unbeatable competitor in terms of qualifying for the final. And she's in the second half of the first semi-final, which means she's got more chances to go through, let's say, unlike Belarus and the others. So we've got here Sara Alto with Monsters, and again, there's been a lot of hype about this song, also before it even, got announced as an official contestant from the country. So it kind of confirmed its hype because the song is also fun, it's upbeat, and it already had a lot of fans in Scandinavia and of course in Finland, where Sara, by the way, is the most Googled singer. So I do believe that since she's already got a lot of support, and she's also very likable, a personality and a singer, so she's got a lot of trendy moments in her song that people are going to like and vote for her. We're going to make people vote for her. So the one that I chose to close, well, not close yet, but to kind of be in this 3-4 singers who will most probably go to the final. It's Austria, it's Cesar Sampson, who's Nobody But You. Oh, it's so touching, it's so warm, you know, it's personal. Although it sounds like a gospel, but not in the most obvious way. So the guy is extremely charismatic and he's got all the potential, he can connect. And people have seen him live at those pre-parties Eurovision, and even those who had been skeptical at first, they changed their mind afterwards when they saw him live and saw how great a vocalist he is and how he can, you know, deliver this warmth, this soul to the public, you know. Also, he is a bit outstanding in the way he looks, right? So in a good way. So you have this warm feeling already seeing his picture. He is this kind of, not like modeling looking, but still, well, yeah, actually he is. He does look like a model, and probably he has been modeling for a while. But also it's the combination of a very likable personality plus a great picture, if you know what I mean. So let's move on to Belgium. And Belgium is definitely, well, going through according to most you know, predictions and according to most bloggers, I did not connect to the song as much as others did, but Senek, who's actually Laura Grosseneken, yeah, she can nail it, of course, she nails it, she can hit the high notes. It's this kind of James Bond theme, and she actually participated in the 50th anniversary of the James Bond, and the song really shows that, doesn't it? Yeah. Although, in my opinion, personally, it needs good staging because herself, she is, yes, a likable personality, but at the same time, it's very, very simple, you know, like the things that we saw before, pre-parties and everything. She's very, you know, simple in a way, that she definitely can produce this impression with her vocals, you know, with her delivery. But as for a visual, you know, side of it, she definitely needs very good production, very good staging. So I hope they do this, because the song deserves to be in the finals for sure, and probably deserves to be top, well, 15 at least, you know, maybe top 10. So nowadays, yeah, it's already in the top 10 with the bets. So let's see what happens. Next, we're moving on to former Yugoslavian Republic of Macedonia. And here we've got IQ with Lost and Found, yeah? So it's very good in terms of changing styles. It's got 4 music styles within one little song, you know, within the 3 minutes she manages to move hands down from one style to the other, and it doesn't sound unnatural. It sounds actually very smooth, you know. The song's called No Way Back, and this part particularly where she sings No Way Back is very, very memorable, very catchy, but at the same time a bit boring and monotonous, if you know what I mean. Plus the hand move that she has been doing both in the video and in live performances with the no way back, no way back. Oh my god, it's actually so funny and also boring in a way that she always moves it in the same way throughout all the song, like all the verses, all the choruses. And she doesn't even do the same with her left hand, or she doesn't go right to left, left to right. You know, she doesn't change the move throughout the whole song. So I hope there is something more to it than what I've seen. Otherwise, I think she might have this little chance to not qualify for the finals. I do think she will. She's in my top 10 for sure, who I think will qualify. But let's see what happens with the staging and presentation. And here we've got Eugen Bush-Pepa of Albania, right? With his wonderful, very, very out there, you know, very loud kind of song and very emotional song, Mal, which actually means yawning, if you didn't know. So it's also a very emotional delivery. It's got this emotional message in it. And Eugen is surprising, you know, as a vocalist. When you see the song, the music video, the official video, you're like, you know, somewhere in the middle of the road. But when you see him sing live, wow, you know, he nails like every little note, and he takes it further, you know, he takes it to this next level. He takes it up to some you know, previously unseen kind of you know, height. And if he does that, and I'm sure he will do that at Eurovision, he's guaranteed to be in the finals, and probably also in the top 15, I would say, or 20 at least, you know, even though it doesn't sound like a top to be in the 19th, 20th position. But Albania is definitely going to get great scores this year. I do believe that. So that's it here, and these are my top 10. So let's once again name those: Israel, Czech Republic, Bulgaria, Estonia, Austria, Cyprus, Finland, Belgium, Macedonia, and Albania. So these are our predictions, and this was Blog'o'vision. Please subscribe to us and give us a like if you've enjoyed what we're doing here. And we're going to give you more reactions and interesting facts about each contestant very, very soon. Stay tuned. When I said we are going to see you soon, I meant the team of me and my sweet cockatiel right here. So his name is Lauri. Say hi to him.